Good evening and welcome to Manic Fishing. It's 8:10. I'm going to go out tonight. I'm going to get the 9 o'clock lock and I'm going to have a go for see if there's any soles around. I've got a couple of rigs I'm going to use. I'm going to try a very thin spreader bar with short snoods so it's pinned to the bottom. I've also got another rig with some booms on that I've been told about, and I've put a weight at the top of that lead so it'll pin it down tight. And then I've got a shop bought sole rig. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into North Harbour. There's some training buoys out there and I'm going to set my radar up, even though it's light now, and it'll be light when I'm going out. When I'll be coming back, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, it's going to be dark. So I want to make sure my radar's set up so that if I do see any dans or whatever, at least I better pick them up on the radar. So hope you like the video. Right, so we just got out here. I mean, literally, we're just outside the harbour. So I've just got far enough away from the lads on the beach. We've just seen them casting. They're a few feet. We're a few feet in front of them, but obviously it's a flood tide, so they'll get back further and we should be fine and we'll be in a bit more water. So I'm going to go down with this Kanzaki 6 to 12 and I'm going to try. I've got 3 different rigs here I'm going to try. I'm actually going to try, my theory is with this sole fishing you need to be pinned to the ground, and I've had a little bit of advice from my mate John Manx Bell. He didn't tell me to use this, but this is what I'm going to try as well as other things. So this is just a real fine spreader bar, and I've got on there £30 fluorocarbon, just my lure stuff, and a little size 4, and the hooks are, they're Aberdeen match, they're Coxon Roll. So we're going to try these. We've got 40 fresh lug. I'm going to go down with a fluorescent. I don't really think it's going to matter too much tonight, but we'll put it on anyway. And just a dear little tipper lug. So I'll get this one set up and then I'm going to fish 3 rods tonight and just edge my bets. So let's get this one set up and I'll show you how I do. Right, so these lugworm, I mean, these are not massive anyway, but you don't want to be using, I'll probably get 3 baits out of that. So I'm just literally going to cut the tail off. Just going to use these 2 little bits like that. So I'm no expert at sole fishing. Colin is, but but I'm no expert at that. But we'll just have a go. I did a little video last year, and I must admit I did get a little bit scared of the dark coming in. So what I've done is I've set a trail as I come out the lock. So if I do get, even though I've set my radar up, if I do get a little bit jittery with it, I can follow my trail back in. So there's the, right, hold on. This is what I'm going to try first. So it's just a spreader bar, luminous weight. I know don't nowhere near need that weight, and if you can see, just a dear little bit of bait. So let's get this one over. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to I'm going to flick this one out. I'm going to try and lay this rod as flat as I can so I don't get that. I want my rig to be flat on that ground. Tighten my clutch a bit. It's not like tote fishing, they're not going to scream off, but yeah, hopefully we'll have a bit of fun and get a little bit of content for you. Right, let's set the next one up then. Colin's got a sole straight away. He cheated, he actually put his rod down before mine, so, but right, let's just have a look at it now, because, so yeah, nicely hooked. Yeah. Yeah, but, oh, come out. Get out of it. But yeah, that's what we came out here for. I mean, that's only a little baby one, but at least the sole's a sole. That's it. Chuck him back. Lovely. Well, there you go. Right, so this is the other rig, and this one John told me that the match anglers use. Well, the booms are quite not the same, so they're sort of 8-inch booms, but I've just got 3 of them there. And what I've done is I've put a little, I don't know if you can see this, let me try and come here. I've put a little inline lead on there, just I don't know what that is, not that heavy, but the idea is to try and lay that trace down. So I'll put this one over and we'll have a go. There's some rod holders. Yeah. Right, so I've just put some of these cheap sort of Amazon glow clip things on there, so you'll give you some idea. I mean, I have got a deck light here that we'll put on, but just gives us a little go. And I'll be honest with you, I've got packets of them, I want to use them up, so don't have chance to do it. So Colin's had the target already, so I've got 2 rods out. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Colin's got one out there, and he's got one set up there for some mackerel, so we'll just see. I've turned my electronics off now because I don't want my batteries going down. So hopefully sit tight and we'll have a few soles. So I think I'm getting a little knock on this one. Yeah. I'm not sure. No. Okay, let's come back out. So I don't know if I've got something on here. No, I haven't. So I've got a load of weed on there. So I think I'm just going to let this one bounce out a little bit, just flick it out a bit. Let's get it away from the boat a little bit. As I said, we're probably only in about 6 foot of water. That tide's making now, so we won't get hit by leads. There's a few fishermen on the beach there, but we saw one of them cast and he was about sort of 50-60 foot away from us, so obviously the tide's flooding now, so they'll get further back and we'll stay where we are, so hopefully we should be on the money here. Right, so we just put the light on, so it's what's the time now, 10 to 10, so we're just going to freshen our baits up and hopefully it'll start to hit now. The beach anglers are had to move back because obviously the tide's coming in, so I'm just going to freshen my bait up on this back one. This is a spreader bar. Oops. So yeah, there's nothing doing on there, so I mean, Christ, I've got enough lug, so I'm going to just keep putting fresh on and hopefully we'll start to hit some. Well, hopefully I might be getting a little bite on that one. As I say, we ain't going to see no screaming reels tonight, but it's just something a bit different, you know. Got to grab these days while I can, or evenings, you know. The weather this weekend actually is okay, but the tides are not fantastic. So I'm not sure whether I've got something on here or not. Yeah, I'm not worried about locking me reel in. Not with these soles. Not that I'm getting any. Right, getting a little bite on this back rod. Hopefully. And that's the one down there with the spreader bar. Let's just have a feel. I'm not sure. I think I've got something on there. Yeah, it feels like it. I've got plenty of weed on it. Oh look, there you go. So, one sole, one little place. Oh, that's great. And loads of weed. They've got quite rough skin on the soles. So it did looks, luckily. But there you go. Only a baby, but come out, Skip. Oh dear, can't get hold of him. Right, get out of it. Get it out of it. Skip. Skip. So there you go, I can't really hold him that well, but... dear little thing. There you go. Right, so I've just had a nice bite on that rod there, but what it is, I don't know. I don't suppose you can see that, but let me hold it. It was quite a nice thump then. We've had to up our weights, so I've got like 12, I think I've got 2 6-ounce weights on here, but we're getting quite a lot of weed. So on this rod here, this is the free spreader bars, not spreader bars, free booms, and I've got a weight on the top and on the bottom. Let's just see if there is anything on there. Yeah, it feels like it, but I don't think it's anything very big. No, there's nothing on it. Oh well. Oh yes, there is. Well, there you go. Well, that certainly wasn't that massive bite, I'm sure. That dear little fish, but I don't know if you can see the there's only a little bit of weed on this time, but oh, there's quite a bit at the top there. So we're pulling weed up. As you can see, I doubled these weights up. Well, I don't think that was what gave me that thumping bite. So I'm quite tempted. I'm having not to put on too much bait. I'm only putting like a little tip on here because my sort of default mode is to go big, but you don't want that. You really want to just put what I'm doing is I'm just threading a little bit on and then nipping it off, because you don't want big baits on. So these are only really, let's get that weed off of there. So we're pulling a lot of weed in, so I don't know how the beach anglers are getting on, but yeah, so there's my baits. So I've had to up the leads a bit. Bloody rod. So only the just dear little baits on there, but so we're pulling a bit of weed, but it's still only early, and I'll be honest, I've done better now than what I did on the last time I come out here. I feel a little bit more confident about coming in. It was better to go out while it was light, then at least I know I've got that trail. There is a safe water mark out there that will flash every 10 seconds, I've been told. You might see it in a minute. There you go, there it is there. But yeah, I mean, I know where the buoy is. As I say, I'll follow my trail in, but just go in there very slowly and see. Now, on this rod here, I've tried, I don't know if it's going to do any good, but I've got some of this this power honeyworm. I'm just messing about really, just going to try it. And I've got some oil and salted lug under the floor, which I will get out in a minute, and I'll put that on, just have a mess about. But I might check this other rod here and just see how change my worms, just keep changing. I've got plenty of bait here, so one worm is really 3 baits. So let's get this other one rod in and I'll have a look. So just starting to get a bite on this rod here. Don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to hold it because I don't want it to swallow it right down if it is a little sole. Yeah, I think so. It's only very small. Oh, that's a better one. Slightly, or no? Perhaps not. And it's not a sole. Actually, it's not a bad sized Plaice there. Well, reasonable. Oh yeah, Plaice. Right, so we're getting a bite on this back rod. That's on. Oh no, I think I missed it. Trouble, I'm not striking them, so I'm just reeling into it, but there's nothing really wrong with that bait, so I'm just going to send that back down. Let's get that weed off. I hit that too late. Right, let's get the kettle on. Bite now, so I'm just going to set that hook, so that feels a bit better now. So I don't know what it is. Oh good, is that a dogfish? That's a little dogfish. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all, but luckily it's just caught in the lip, so not too much to worry about. I suppose we had to have one tonight. There we go, little doggy. It was inevitable to get one, but anyway, let's bait up. Yep. So literally I'm just threading that on a little bit, just so it covers the hook, and then nipping it off there. Just a tiny little bait. So yeah, really 3 baits out of 1 worm. So I've got enough there for another bait. Oops. Right, so I've got a nice bite on this one, but hopefully it's not a dogfish. It is a dogfish. God. So yeah, not what we wanted, but still a fish. Nicely hooked. Getting caught up everywhere. If you hold their tail, and that stops them moving, because otherwise it will rub you like sandpaper. Let's try and get this hook out. There you go, a little dogfish. So I think I'm getting a bite on this one at the back here, this rod here. I'm not sure. Well, Colin started off on a running streak, and now he's yeah, not catching many. He's and getting a dogfish, but he's got a dog. Yeah, no, it's not doing a lot now. I don't know. As I said, even though we're only probably 800 foot off the beach, I suppose. The tide's ripping here, so I've got I think I've got 12 ounces down lead wise, but I'm all right there with a spreader bar on that one, and I've got the 3 booms on this one. Right, let's finish my coffee. Just getting a bite on this one. Hopefully it's not a dogfish. Yep, I think. Look, dog's there. Oh, God almighty, it's not an eel, is it? Yeah, I thought it was an eel. Dogfish king. So, another little doggy. Oh, I look like I was getting a little bite on this rod here. Yeah, I've got something on there. I don't know what it is. Don't feel like a dogfish, so hopefully. Bit of weed. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's what we wanted. Well, not very big, but that's the target. Yeah, only small, but it's the sole. So I've just got that little sole in, and we're getting a little bite on that one, but I'll just bait up here. Yeah. So I don't know what the time is. What's the time now? 1:30? No, not that, is it? Oh. Colin's got a little Plaice, yeah? Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. So it's coming up to nearly 1:30 now, so we're going to get the 2 o'clock lock back in. So the jury's out really on the spreader bar or the booms. I sort of think I've had more on the spreader bar, but we're just hoping for that one more fish. So stay tuned until the end and you'll see. And I'm going to feel a little bit more confident about going in. Obviously I've got this IP camera as well, so I can see going in, but we've set a trail as we went out. We went out obviously in the light, so I can follow my trail back, but there's a safe watermark out there. But I mean, literally the mouth of the harbour is just in front of me here, so we'll be fine. But I'm just going to go nice and slow, go in there, and as I say, I've got that camera, I can keep an eye. There was no Dans there when we went out, and we haven't seen any commercial lads here dropping any pots, so we should be fine. But yeah, we're going to have a wrap up in a minute. Right, so we're safe back in Sovereign Harbour, so it's 1:45. He'll turn these locks quite quickly. There's a commercial guy on the fuel station waiting to go out. Thanks for watching Manic Fishing. Please, at the end of the video, you'll see a prompt for another video. Watch that video, and then afterwards you'll see my Manic Fishing logo. Hit that logo at the end of the video. That's my subscribe button. Please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that if you do that. Thanks for watching.